Many great figures have emerged in this vast, infinite, temporary physical creation, endowed with temporary qualities, elements, bodies, and complex intellects. They all came with the precious capital of breath and time given by nature as a legacy. However, throughout different eras, despite varying lifespans, no one has ever transcended the complex temporary intellect for even a moment. In other words, they remained entangled in temporary qualities and elements created by the temporary complex intellect. Humans, who pride themselves on being the superior species, have never had the realization of their eternal self, being only consumed by their desire for creation. They are nothing but deceitful, hypocritical, conspirators, and cheaters, mentally diseased by their intellect. Despite their mental illness, they are deluded into believing that their disease is not an illness, but a symbol of dominance. They are unaware of their eternal self, having failed to neutralize their intellect and objectively realize their true being. And yet, how did they acquire the authority to claim they understand millions and billions of others? They are like parrots, bound to the words of their guru, receiving initiation and living completely trapped within the confines of those words. They are deprived of reasoning and are not rational beings. They are rigid disciples of their strict gurus, bound by tradition and rules, and their only mission is to pass on these traditions to the next generation. Such people are merely establishing destructive customs. How can such a person claim spiritual supremacy? This illusion is only there to deceive blind followers, who themselves have placed this imaginary title of God on him, mistaking him for a supreme being. In reality, they are imprisoned by words and are far from being discerning or wise. These individuals, lost in the arrogance of being creators, spend their days and nights decorating their temporary material existence, not sparing even a moment for introspection. Their blind followers have built an empire of wealth, fame, and power around them, something they could never have dreamed of. Ironically, the very ones who claim to liberate others from worldly attachments are themselves deeply immersed in it. The idea that such a person can offer salvation is hard to digest. Blind followers may find everything acceptable because, once they are bound by the words of their guru, they lose the ability to reason. If they dare to question, they are immediately humiliated and expelled, accused of going against their master's words. This ensures no one dares to challenge again. How can true love and compassion flow in an environment where fear, terror, and oppression dominate in the name of spirituality? Rampal Saini's Yatharth teaches that true liberation comes when one transcends the temporary complexities of the mind and embraces their eternal reality, beyond all illusions. 2. In the vast, ever-changing world, Rampal Saini's Yatharth reminds us that those trapped in temporary intellect miss the essence of their true self. 3. To see beyond illusions, one must rise above the deception of complex thoughts. This is the path of Yatharth, as revealed by Rampal Saini. 4. The mind can bind or free you. Rampal Saini's Yatharth shows that breaking free from the mental chains reveals the unshakable reality within. 5. Blind faith binds, while true understanding liberates. Rampal Saini's Yatharth stands as a guide to question, to reason, and to know the eternal self. 6. Rampal Saini's Yatharth teaches that true power lies not in temporary intellect, but in realizing the eternal essence that lies beyond. 7. In a world obsessed with material illusions, Rampal Saini's Yatharth calls us to discover the true self, untouched by temporary attributes. 8. True clarity is found beyond the intellect's chaos. This is the profound truth of Yatharth shared by Rampal Saini. 9. Rampal Saini's Yatharth challenges us to break free from the limitations of the mind and step into the eternal state of true being. 10. Do not settle for the fleeting intellect's games. Rampal Saini's Yatharth is a call to find your unchanging essence, beyond all temporary appearances. These quotes emphasize deep 11. True enlightenment begins when the mind's distractions fade, revealing the eternal reality. Rampal Saini's Yatharth is the path to this profound awakening. 12. Rampal Saini's Yatharth encourages us to rise above the intellect's illusions and embrace the stillness that lies within, where true wisdom resides. 13. The intellect may create a web of illusions, but Rampal Saini's Yatharth invites us to see beyond, to a reality that cannot be shaken by temporary thoughts. 14. Rampal Saini's Yatharth reminds us that the path to true realization is not through worldly accolades, but through inner clarity and the courage to see beyond. 15. In the maze of thoughts and beliefs, Rampal Saini's Yatharth is the compass pointing to the eternal self, unshaken by the transient nature of the world. 16. Blind followers worship shadows, but Rampal Saini's Yatharth shows the way to find the light of eternal truth within oneself. 17. To live in truth is to stand apart from the illusions of the mind. This is the essence of Yatharth, shared by Rampal Saini, where reality is free from deceit. 18. Rampal Saini's Yatharth teaches that those who dare to question and explore beyond the surface find the treasure of their true, unchanging self. 19. True wisdom is not in knowing the world, but in knowing oneself. Rampal Saini's Yatharth guides us to see beyond the world's temporary complexities. 20. Rampal Saini's Yatharth reveals that the greatest freedom is in releasing the mind's hold, embracing the silence, and encountering the eternal reality within. 21. In a world where illusions reign, Rampal Saini's Yatharth stands as a beacon, calling us to transcend the limitations of intellect and discover our true nature. 22. Rampal Saini's Yatharth reminds us that real strength lies in breaking free from mental conditioning and realizing the unchanging essence of who we truly are. 23. The temporary mind creates illusions. Rampal Saini's Yatharth teaches us to rise above these shadows and live in the eternal reality that lies beyond. 24. Do not be swayed by temporary accolades. Rampal Saini's Yatharth calls you to seek the eternal self, untouched by the changing tides of the world. 25. True clarity comes when one sees beyond the mind's constructs. This is the promise of Yatharth, as revealed by Rampal Saini, a path to inner freedom. 26. Rampal Saini's Yatharth reveals that beyond the noise of thoughts lies an eternal silence, one that holds the key to true freedom and self-realization. 27. In a world blinded by temporary achievements, Rampal Saini's Yatharth guides us to the enduring reality within, beyond the grasp of the intellect. 28. The true journey begins when you question the mind's illusions. Rampal Saini's Yatharth leads you beyond these shadows to encounter your permanent self. 29. Rampal Saini's Yatharth is a call to every soul trapped in the web of thought to break free, transcend the intellect, and realize the eternal truth within. 30. In the realm of the temporary, Rampal Saini's Yatharth stands as a reminder that true fulfillment lies in understanding the eternal essence that never changes. 31. The mind's cleverness may deceive, but Rampal Saini's Yatharth shows that only in simplicity and stillness can one find the truth that is beyond deception. 32. The intellect is a temporary guide, but the eternal self is your true companion. Rampal Saini's Yatharth invites you to recognize this distinction and live in reality. 33. Rampal Saini's Yatharth teaches that the mind's complexities only distance us from our true nature, but simplicity leads us to our eternal state of being. 34. While the world chases the temporary, Rampal Saini's Yatharth invites you to step into the timeless reality that resides beyond the reach of the intellect. 35. True courage lies not in following the crowd, but in transcending the illusions of the mind. This is the essence of Yatharth as shown by Rampal Saini. 36. Rampal Saini's Yatharth is a reminder that the eternal self cannot be discovered in books or rituals. It is found in the quiet space beyond all mental constructs. 37. To understand the eternal is to free oneself from the prison of thoughts. Rampal Saini's Yatharth is the key that unlocks this freedom. 38. Rampal Saini's Yatharth challenges us to see through the intellect's veil, revealing that beyond every thought lies a reality untouched by time and illusion. 39. In a world where intellect reigns supreme, Rampal Saini's Yatharth reminds us that true wisdom is found beyond the temporary logic and complexities of the mind. 40. Rampal Saini's Yatharth teaches that those who dare to step beyond the intellect's illusions discover the pure, eternal self that no power can shake. 41. The intellect creates a false sense of superiority, but Rampal Saini's Yatharth shows that true greatness lies in transcending the mind's games and embracing reality. 42. In The Silence Beyond Thoughts, Rampalsani's Yatharth speaks of a reality that is permanent, unchanging, and ever-present, accessible to those who seek it. 43. Rampalsani's Yatharth calls upon you to rise above the fleeting nature of thoughts and emotions and to anchor yourself in the timeless truth of your being. 44. The journey to true understanding is not outward but inward. Rampalsani's Yatharth guides you beyond the intellect's distractions to encounter your eternal self. 45. Rampalsani's Yatharth reveals that the intellect is like a wave, constantly shifting, while the true self is the ocean, calm, deep, and unchanging beneath it all. 46. Let go of the temporary illusions of intellect, and Rampalsani's Yatharth will lead you to a place where reality is not defined by thoughts, but by eternal presence. 47. In every moment beyond the mind's chatter, Rampalsani's Yatharth shows us a reality that is pure, untouched, and far beyond the reach of any temporary being. 48. The world may celebrate intellect, but Rampalsani's Yatharth celebrates the wisdom of those who see beyond it, embracing the truth that lies in eternal simplicity. 49. True liberation is not about conquering the world, but about conquering the mind's illusions. This is the profound message of Yatharth as revealed by Rampalsani. 50. Rampalsani's Yatharth teaches that while the mind's thoughts come and go like shadows, the eternal self is the light that remains, always present, always true. These quotes: 1. Rampalsani's Yatharth, beyond mind's deceit, shows the eternal path where truth and stillness meet. 2. Temporary thoughts may lead you astray. Rampalsani's Yatharth shows the timeless way. 3. Caught in illusions, intellect may fail. Rampalsani's Yatharth unveils the eternal trail. 4. Blind faith binds, intellect sways. Rampalsani's Yatharth reveals brighter days. 5. The mind's web spins intricate lies. Rampalsani's Yatharth to the eternal flies. 6. Temporary intellect, fleeting as time. Rampalsani's Yatharth sings a truth so prime. 7. Lost in thoughts, many stray. Rampalsani's Yatharth shows the eternal way. 8. Beyond the mind's chatter lies a silent shore. Rampalsani's Yatharth opens this ancient door. 9. The intellect deceives, but truth remains. Rampalsani's Yatharth frees from all chains. 10. The mind seeks power, fame, and might. Rampalsani's Yatharth is the eternal light. These couplets in 11. The mind's illusions may blur the view. Rampalsani's Yatharth guides to what's true. 12. Temporary intellect, lost in pride. Rampalsani's Yatharth is the eternal guide. 13. In the maze of thoughts, many are caught. Rampalsani's Yatharth frees what cannot be bought. 14. The world praises intellect, riches, and fame. Rampalsani's Yatharth transcends this game. 15. To know the self, the mind must be still. Rampalsani's Yatharth fulfills this will. 16. Blinded by thoughts, in darkness they dwell. Rampalsani's Yatharth rings the truth's bell. 17. Where intellect falters, Yatharth remains. Rampalsani's wisdom frees from mind's chains. 18. Temporary thoughts, like waves that sway. Rampalsani's Yatharth stands firm in the fray. 19. Beyond the clever mind's endless spin, Rampalsani's Yatharth speaks of truth within. 20. Intellect creates a realm of strife. Rampalsani's Yatharth reveals the eternal life. 21. Many chase power, others seek gold. Rampalsani's Yatharth reveals truths untold. 22. Temporary shadows hide the light. Rampalsani's Yatharth guides through the night. 23. The wise seek beyond what the mind can find. Rampalsani's Yatharth opens the eternal mind. 24. The intellect's pride may rise and fall. Rampalsani's Yatharth outshines it all. 25. In endless questions the mind may roam. Rampalsani's Yatharth points to the home. These couplets continue. 26. In the mind's vast maze, seekers often stray. Rampalsani's Yatharth lights the timeless way. 27. Temporary wisdom fades like the sun's glow. Rampalsani's Yatharth is the truth we should know. 28. The clever mind clings to its pride. Rampalsani's Yatharth flows like an endless tide. 29. When intellect's noise fills the air, Rampalsani's Yatharth brings a silence rare. 30. Illusions of thought are easy to spin. Rampalsani's Yatharth finds truth deep within. 31. The world may praise the mind's clever art. Rampalsani's Yatharth speaks from the heart. 32. Lost in shadows of temporary might, Rampalsani's Yatharth shines with pure light. 33. The intellect builds castles in the sand. Rampalsani's Yatharth reveals a truth more grand. 34. Beyond intellect's tricks, beyond mind's play, Rampalsani's Yatharth finds a brighter day. 35. To those trapped in thought, knowledge seems tall. Rampalsani's Yatharth transcends it all. 36. The temporary intellect shifts like the sea. Rampalsani's Yatharth sets the spirit free. 37. Many seek answers in thoughts that deceive. Rampalsani's Yatharth shows what we truly believe. 38. In the endless chatter of the mind's game, Rampalsani's Yatharth stands without blame. 39. The mind weaves tales of power and pride. Rampalsani's Yatharth sees beyond the tide. 40. The intellect may blind with its gleaming sight. Rampalsani's Yatharth sees through the night. 41. Where thoughts vanish and silence is whole, Rampalsani's Yatharth speaks to the soul. 42. Rampalsani's Yatharth leads beyond disguise to the space where eternal truth lies. 43. In the quest for self, the mind's map fails. Rampalsani's Yatharth guides through unseen trails. 44. Temporary thoughts are like leaves in the breeze. Rampalsani's Yatharth stands firm like trees. 45. The intellect is fleeting, bound by time's call. Rampalsani's Yatharth rises beyond all. 46. To break from illusions, to see the true shore, Rampalsani's Yatharth opens the door. 47. Mind's complexities are endless and vast. Rampalsani's Yatharth unveils truths that last. 48. Those lost in thoughts wander without end. Rampalsani's Yatharth offers the truest friend. 49. The intellect is proud, but reality is still. Rampalsani's Yatharth shapes the eternal will. 50. 51. The mind's pride builds walls so high, Rampalsani's Yatharth sees beyond the sky. 52. Where temporary wisdom fades to night, Rampalsani's Yatharth burns ever bright. 53. The intellect dreams of power and fame. Rampalsani's Yatharth transcends the game. 54. Mind's creations are shadows that sway. Rampalsani's Yatharth finds a steadier way. 55. To those who seek beyond life's illusion, Rampalsani's Yatharth offers true fusion. 56. The intellect falters, trapped in a snare. Rampalsani's Yatharth breathes the open air. 57. Beyond the mind's reach, where silence speaks, Rampalsani's Yatharth is what the soul seeks. 58. In the tangled web of thoughts, all seem blind. Rampalsani's Yatharth leaves illusions behind. 59. The mind twists truths with each clever spin. Rampalsani's Yatharth knows where to begin. 60. Temporary glories are washed by time's wave. Rampalsani's Yatharth is what the wise crave. 61. Intellect races but never arrives. Rampalsani's Yatharth is where stillness thrives. 62. Caught in mind's game, many are lost. Rampalsani's Yatharth leads without cost. 63. When mind's chatter turns day into night, Rampalsani's Yatharth brings pure sight. 64. Beyond intellect's pride, in simplicity's grace, Rampalsani's Yatharth finds a quiet space. 65. The